Okay. Should be live. I got the chat on the side now. I'm missing any messages. Got my coffee, my banana bread ready. Thanks for Mental Outlaw, and shout out to Luke Smith for base.cooking. Follow the recipe, the banana bread, and I can confirm it's great. I might take breaks in between the cheese I'm eating, but I have all the links on the description to most of what I have here, and I'll be updating while I'm live. So to get started, we're gonna be installing the chaotic AUR. So let's just look it up. As this has pre-compiled binaries. A lot of people say, well, the argument is not use it because it's not as safe because you can't really see the package.build. It's already compiled for you. But I haven't really had any issues with the chaotic AUR. I'm gonna post this link in the description in case you don't have it already. Well, assuming that you're, a gamer on Linux, you're probably using GNU Linux. So this already comes with GNU Linux. 1 second, take a bite. Use whatever text editor you like, and finish adding the chaotic AUR. You wanna use sudo with your editor, and update your pacman.conf. And at the end, you just wanna append the chaotic AUR. One thing that I recommend doing, since this is a brand new clean install, I literally wiped my Windows drive for this. I'm just gonna try to use Linux full time. You want a uncommon color, helps readability when using the terminal to search for packages using paru or yay, which I couldn't. This is the main reason why I downloaded chaotic AUR for some reason. I didn't feel like compiling yay or paru or looking up the GitHub page, but now I should have access to it once I update. It'll synchronize my marish because I know that paru is in the chaotic AUR, which is just in case you're unfamiliar and you're new to Linux. Paru allows you to search for packages in the Arch user repository, and you can just select stuff from a list just by searching. In my case, I'm gonna be looking for bottles. Well, we're gonna click number 1. Yours is already pre-compiled by the chaotic AUR. The AUR, by the way, is basically automatic. It grabs projects from GitHub that users like add to the AUR or will create on GitHub, and people make package builds, so you don't gotta be worrying about knowing how to compile. That's pretty much handled for you. For some reason I have multi-lib testing on. Don't use testing, it's too experimental. I'm using number 2. I don't want to install the pro drivers. I'm just good with number 1 here. Wine. Cannot resolve wine dependency for bottles. Okay. So we couldn't install bottles because we don't have wine installed. I was thinking of doing that first. So I'll install wine. Wine-gecko, new system. Wine-mono. And I think that should be pretty much it. Following packages could not be upgraded due to unresolved dependencies. Okay. We might have to update our mirrors. Do that. I'm just gonna install reflector. And rsync as a dependency to rate the mirrors. Well, not necessarily, but not what I meant to say. I forgot how the syntax goes for reflector. Let me look it up real quick. Oh. There we go. I need to see. I'm running out of space. Okay. Fastest. I like to use 15. Might be too many. A lot of people just use 2 or 3 or 5, but fastest. That might be a sort. I'll just use latest. Latest. What was the other one? I could have just read the man page. Whatever. Age. Sort age as well. No, I think I should do it like that. It's fine. I'm missing something. Latest. Sort. Right. Protocol. Unrecognized arguments. I'll dash that save. I think fastest does work. There we go. Hey, how you doing, man? Sorry, I'm trying to install Wine right now, but sorry, I'm eating right now too. I'm just updating my mirror list so we can get started with the tutorial. I just made the tutorial a couple days ago using Lutris, but I found that Lutris has a lot of like issues with its installers sometimes working, sometimes not working, especially if you're using a custom kernel. So I decided to use bottles, and I've also crashed while playing Overwatch while using Lutris, and I haven't experienced the same using bottles. Do you know about Mesa environment? Well, what do you mean by that? Alright, I know the latency is kind of bad. It's probably like 20 seconds. And I'm on a brand new install of Arch Linux. I literally just installed it. I have nothing set up besides OBS. Don't even have Firefox installed. So you can change some settings for AMD. It depends what you want to change. Like you can install DRI-conf, and you can enable anti-aliasing through there, or you can enable like, let me see if I can go some settings over you. So you can enable these settings. I'll be showing this throughout the video later on. Carefree basically adds triple buffering to your AMD settings, so you won't have any screen tearing. As well as we could turn off page flipping with a certain file. I'll be literally doing this later on. I'm doing everything from ground up in this live stream. Hopefully I can do it in one run. You can disable page flipping, which also removes another buffer if I'm not mistaken. Where is it? Yeah, page flipping, we could turn that off. But what do you want to change in particular? Maybe I can help you out. There's a lot of things you can change, but you just gotta do it through config files. I'm also going to be going over overclocking your GPU in this video. I'm just waiting for my mirrors to get done updating, which is taking a lot longer than expected. So here, you can also turn on HDR by enabling changing your default depth to 30. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Or that. I don't know if you heard me. Says you're still here. What settings do you want to change? Maybe I can help you out with it. In particular. Let's see if my mirrors are done updating. Wow, this is really taking forever. Usually this takes a couple seconds or a minute. I'm not sure what exactly I used to use different commands. Maybe the command that I use is particularly slow. Well, let me just check. Can you tell me about enable page flipping? Because I don't understand. So if let's imagine, is there any software to draw here? Draw, Libre Draw. Install some software. Draw. Whatever, I'll install this real quick. I can explain it to you, but I'm gonna try to show you and then explain at the same time what page flipping does. The long story short of it though is that to decrease input latency, you turn off page flipping, but you get more jitter and stuttering as a result of that. I prefer having page flipping turned on, as I see I have more consistent FPS, even if it's like maybe a millisecond or two slower. So I have no clue how to use this software. So wow, I wish it was more simple. I just want like a Windows type of drawing. Let me see. Create. What's I don't know the experience. Like I can't draw it out, but imagine that you have frames, and every frame you have 3 frames. Like your FPS, right? You have your front buffer, which is the frame that you're seeing on your screen, and in the background, your GPU is preparing another frame to show you. So you actually have 2 buffers, and they swap back and forth. So after it's done showing you that frame, the back buffer is then shown, and then the back buffer renders the frame that you're going to see next, and it flips to the front buffer, and the front buffer basically resets and the new frame gets drawn into it. When you turn off page flipping, you just have 1 buffer. So your GPU is directly rendering to your screen as fast as humanly possible. So it's not using the back buffer to render its frame, it's using the front buffer, and it removes 1 buffer from the queue, from your GPU's queue. And tear-free enables a 3rd buffer. So it ensures that you have consistent frames, and you never really get. It basically removes tearing, or like screen tearing on low, what is it called? Low refresh rate monitors. Like flip queue size on Windows. Yeah, correct. That's all it is. But I recommend having page flipping on, tear free off whenever you're gaming. A lot of people like how smooth it feels when you have tear free on. Personally, I think it's too much delay for me. Looks like my mirrors got done updating. So I'm gonna install wine. So sudo pacman-s wine dash. Okay. Oh, actually I need to synchronize my my mirrors. Okay, let me edit my pacman.conf and multi-lib. I don't want testing. Don't ever use a testing branch unless you want to experience crashing, because it's like the bleeding edge. There we go. We're gonna install wine-gecko, wine-mono. There we go. Okay. We're gonna install bottles. And as well as later on in this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to get NVIDIA Reflex low latency working on your AMD GPU card. Not exactly the same thing, but it does reduce input lag. So welcome to bottles. Yep. Installing the bottles components. While that does that, I'm gonna skip to this link in the description, which is gaming tweaking kernel parameters. So if you're using a distribution like Arch that uses systemd, you can create a file, and this file sets some kernel parameters to help with how responsive it is. Like it lowers system interrupts basically. So I'm gonna open up the terminal. I usually have keybinds for this, so I'm kind of slow. I don't have anything set up. Brand new install. We're gonna change directories. Use whatever file manager you like. I just like using terminal. And we're gonna sudo touch. You will need to either run your file manager as administrator to create a new file, or you can open up a terminal inside of it. So you're in your file manager, you go documents, you right click, open the terminal, and then you can do the same thing I'm doing in the directory. Sudo touch, and then we're gonna just copy the title, Control Shift V, and this creates the file. Now we're gonna sudo -e, or run your editor as sudo. Consistent response time for gaming. And we're just gonna copy all of this into this file. And the next time you boot up, your kernel should feel better. Well, your game should run smoother. Okay, I think bottles is ready. So first thing we're gonna do is create a new bottle. I'm gonna title it Overwatch. Oh, you want to choose custom because I want to use a different runner besides the wine runner, because the wine runner does not have raw input patch. So when you're ever using your, like, playing any games, your mouse will feel like the sensitivity won't feel normal like it does on Windows, because raw input won't be enabled. You want to head over to runners, and we're going to use Proton. In the latest version of Proton, we're going to click on the download button. As well as, if I'm not mistaken, Proton has faster shader compilation because it's using asynchronous calls. I'm pretty sure about that. So I like to patch it myself anyways because I'm paranoid. Okay, we have that downloaded. We're gonna close out of this. Close out of that because it's not gonna show the runner unless we close and open it again. Like this one would have been here before. Now we're gonna use the GE runner. Give it a title. Doesn't matter what the title is. You're welcome, man. Is it okay if I call you Abdul? Your name's kinda long. Also, I think while this is running, we should probably get into custom kernels. So different kernels sometimes have different, what is it called, schedulers, and they have a pretty big impact on gaming. Well, in my opinion, like 5% better. So I like to install custom kernel. I like using Catchill's BMQ. So we're gonna compile the kernel and the kernel headers. Hopefully it lets me do it. Sometimes it doesn't. You'll see why if it fails. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. This is really up to the maintainer of the AUR. The validity check. I don't know what that is. It's like yeah, I literally installed this literally a couple days ago, and ever since then, even on a brand new distribution, it's up to the developer or the AUR maintainer to update this, and I can't get it to compile. But yeah, try to use any kernel uses BQM, even the Linux LTS BQM, which I probably install that one instead. Linux LTS BMQ. Okay, those are already pre-compiled, so you don't gotta wait like half an hour to compile them. Already installs. So on next reboot, I'll change my kernel. I'll be using this. Okay, now we have the bottle, Overwatch bottle. This is a glitch with bottles. You can't click into it yet. You just close out of it, close and open it up again. Okay. And first thing we're gonna do is enable DXVK, because Overwatch is a DirectX application. This tutorial also works for Overwatch 2. I've done this with Overwatch 2, the beta. I played it on Linux. We're gonna enable NV API because we're gonna be using NVIDIA reflexive latency on our AMD card. So what we're gonna use is latency flex. Do that. So we're gonna enable that as well. We're gonna use Futex 2 for synchronization. You get better FPS. And I don't have this installed yet, but yeah, we'll enable this later. So you can enable game capture in OBS, but brand new distribution, and I don't have Mango HUD installed. So it's probably a good time to install that. So Mango HUD is an FPS counter. Mango HUD, as well as I want to install game mode. Game mode is a daemon that optimizes games, like not games, it gives priorities to games in real time. It sets some kernel parameters to improve like performance. Yeah, I got it to work on Apex Legends and Overwatch. It's only 2 games that I know that use NVIDIA Reflex. Yeah, Lazy Flex works. I'll show you how to do this. Well, while I do this. We have game mode installed. Game mode, Mango HUD, and enable both of them. It locked up on me. Maybe because I didn't have it installed before. Yeah, let me just close out of this. Open up bottles again. Mango HUD. I'm not using pulse audio, but I think this might work on pipe wire. It says this improves sound quality. I've tested it with and without, and Pipewire has like barely any latency to it, and it's really good quality overall. So I'm not sure if that helps, but I like to enable it. So now we're gonna use the installer, Blizzard Battle.net installer. Click install. So we're gonna head over to this section. Why do you have NVIDIA? That's why. Let me go to my description. I'm gonna need some links. I use Mesa VK WSI preset mode equals immediate to disable vsync. Disable vsync for what? Like your desktop environment's compositor? Or in-game? Where can I edit my description? 'Cause I need a link from my description. Maybe this is too small. Yeah, there we go, edit. I need... this one. In-game. Well, that's just handled by the game itself. You can just go into the graphic options and... what is going on? Why is it taking so long? I did this yesterday like 4 times on my main my other drive, and it worked like in like a minute. Oh, interesting. I've never had that happen before. Like VBlank and OpenGL. I turn off VBlank using DRI-conf, which I'm gonna install as well. So does that work with like I guess Vulkan games, or I mean DXVK? I'm assuming, because it has a Mesa_VK in it. I'm actually gonna look that up. But you really shouldn't need to, because most games don't have vsync on by default, and you can just turn it off in game in settings. Like why do you set that environment variable? Like, are some games, like, does that disable it in games that have it like hard coded in? Yeah, I'm gonna look this up while this makes the bottle. Sends buffers to Wayland compositor as quickly as possible. Effective results in. Oh, interesting. I might set that actually, because I know that I'm using GNOME on uses the Mutter compositor, but I'm using Wayland, and I didn't know like there was a way you could possibly turn it off for the through Wayland. Yeah, I'm actually gonna export that in my profile. I gotta update all of this later. I don't use Bash. I usually use the fish shell, but I'll put it in there for now. That's a really good like optimization if this actually works. It should though. It seems like Wayland compositor. Yeah, like this should work because it's using Mesa, but that's only if you're using the open source AMD drivers, which you can force your system to use, which I'm gonna get into with using KMS kernel mode setting. So whenever you boot into your computer, it automatically uses whatever driver you want. You can use a proprietary one. But as far as I know, the Mesa is the open source one. So I'll be going over that later as well. Bro, look, Mesa environment has much strings. Yeah. I used to read these and mess around with them. Actually, I wish I could show you. Let's see. I probably can. Let me go into my files. I have a bunch of them set in my main distribution. But which one is it? I have no fucking clue. LSP I think it's SDA. Right. SDA. Yeah, I think it is in my home directory. Oh, I gotta open it as sudo. I can't see inside here. I need to install. I might as well install Pamac real quick. The bottle's created. I actually have a lot of like the things turned on, like the Mesa environment variables. Installers, Battle.net. Let me install Pamac. Sudo. AUR. Software. Not keyless. Admin, I think it's called. I like to turn this off in the Battle.net launcher to start when your computer starts. I'm spelling that wrong for sure. Yeah, can't spell. Admin. Make sure you don't sign in while the installer is running, so just click out of it and it finishes. Why can't I see it? Folder icons. I want to run it as sudo so you can see my files. Whatever. Let me install. I'll show you through the terminal. Can't find it. We need to install sudo pacman-s lf cd slash. Can I do that? cd slash dev slash sda2. No, I probably gotta mount it. Sudo mount slash dev slash sda2 slash mount. sudo left home. Why is my home empty? I guess that's not it. Sudo u mount -r/mount. I don't think it's SDB. I doubt it, right? SDB is where I keep all my games, I'm pretty sure. I should be able to see inside my user directory, but I don't see my users in here for some reason. Let me see. Haru Nautilus admin. Just gonna compile and install that real quick. Why did it not show in PAMAC? Oh, I know why. Forgot. I didn't enable AUR support. I'm trolling. Third party AUR. Nautilus admin. There we go. It doesn't matter. I have it installed. So now we can go into our file manager, and hopefully this works now. Which one's the admin one? This one's the admin one. Okay. Yeah, even as sudo, I can't see my users in my home directory. It's not even like, I don't have any encryption running. Don't understand. There we go. It wasn't, it's because I had my things separate. So in my fish config, let me go to my .config. Fish, my fish profile. You can see this is so disorganized inside of here that you can set your anisotrophic filtering using this environment variable. You can enable MSA anti-aliasing. You can turn off like this sort of lighting to make lighting faster. I enabled something, Mesa GL thread turned on. This is already on by default, and don't mess around with this. You get performance gains. I'll go over them a little bit more later. Which one's the one that I had? I delete it. You can also enable debugging options. For some reason, I had that enabled before. Oh, I like this option. Turn off dithering. Dithering makes gradients look smoother, but artificially. It's like anti-aliasing for dithering. But you can turn that off. In my opinion, you get a sharper image. I'm not sure. I can post it. Like I gotta make a GitHub like repo for my config files. Like I'll do that later today. I promise you that I'll make a .config and I'll post all of this in particular in there. Okay. So let's go back into the Overwatch install. Yeah, sorry, this is taking forever because like I said, I don't have anything set up. Brand new install. Enable DXVK. MB API. latency flex, Qtex2, Mango HUD. I'm gonna assume that's turned on. There we go, yeah. Okay. Well, now, what we want to do, let's see. We actually want to add environment variables. Where is the link? I had opened it up before, right here. I'm gonna open up latency flex. And inside of the bottle, I'm gonna add environment variables and preferences. I'm gonna do Proton enable MV API. Make sure you do not copy the equals. In my description, I'll update it like within, like after an hour of this going live. I'm done with the live stream. I'll post in the description my GitHub page, and you can go inside my config folder, which I'm gonna create my GitHub page, and you're gonna see fish, and go inside the fish folder and go to profile, and you'll see those settings in there. So you make that environment variable equal to 1. The XVK MV API driver version. Let me make this always on top. Equal to 49729. Click the check button to make sure it saves it. The XVK MV API allow other drivers. Make that to 1. And the last one is latency flex LFX, and you make that equal to 1. I like to enable DXVK underscore async. I think that's already built in. If not, I'll patch it in myself. And I'd like to specify my config file, which we'll be using to add these 2 lines later. We need these for it to work in your dxvk.conf, but it should be in your home users directory, which is /home loose.local share bottles Overwatch dxvk.conf. Make sure you type the whole file name and you click save. We'll check. I have this one on 2 for Vulkan. I wonder what that does. Qthread disabled. Is that like another version of like what I went over earlier, like the page flipping? So now that we have that all enabled, latency flex is still not going to work. We got to go into our file manager and do it through there. Copy some things over. So let me see my .local. I use .local share. Did I type that in there properly? .local share. I don't think I typed in share. Environment variables. Yeah, I typed in share. Bottles, Overwatch. We're gonna edit. Oh, it's already here. The dxvk.conf. And we're gonna add this line. If you're running non-NVIDIA GPUs, you need to add this for it to work properly. Copy this. You paste it inside of the dxvk.conf. Save the file. Let's see. Let me head over to my description. My description. We also need get some water or coffee. I mean. We're gonna go head over to here. Copy. This is for the async calls. just because we want to be able to see if our shader is compiling asynchronously or not. And we're gonna put this inside our dxvk.com. Oh, that's all. You don't need to enable this because you already added as environment variable, but I like to add this in here. But this one, this one allows you to see your shader is being compiled. I think you can do this. I'm not gonna try it. Equals compiler. That doesn't show you anything. You gotta change the pipelines. If you're using Lutris, you probably the dxvk.conf already comes with the HUD options. But like I said, I'm not gonna add that through here. I'm just gonna add the environment variable. HUD. Where's bottles right here? Environment variable. I'm gonna add pipelines. All lowercase. Okay. So now we want to go over our C drive inside of the Overwatch bottle. Let me open up terminal C drive. Windows, System 32, or System 32. I'm gonna open up a terminal. Just so you can see the full path. This is the path. Make sure that it's your user. And let's see. I'm gonna hide this for a sec. I'm gonna have different tabs. And here we want to go back to. I used to have an option that I could edit this. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna go back to just the first bottles and go to MV API. No, I'm sorry. Latency flex. So you want to go to your home, your local share bottles, latency flex 1.0, wine, user lib wine. Inside here, we're going to copy in the x86_64 Windows these two DLL files. Copy this in our System 32. Oh, it's already here. Okay, do not replace them. They're already here. But they're not in. You're gonna have to go back. They're not in your runner. We want to go into runners. GE Proton. Let's see. Files lib64. No. The lib. Let me see. I need to find where the DLLRs are set up here. Where are the DLL files? The directories aren't okay. I think I was in the right place. I had to go all the way to the bottom, find the directory. There we go. So then you open up the terminal to show you where this is at. Like I said before, make sure it's your user. So you can just type cd .local and then the path file. Local share bottles runners G Proton files lib64 wine x86_64 Windows. And here you want to paste the latency flex DLLs. And we want to go back in our latency flex directory and go to the Unix one and copy this one. Let me go back one directory to the Unix directory. Paste that in here. It's right here. All right. So if we did this all correctly, I'm gonna pull up chat again. Actually, now he's on top. I'm gonna close this for now. Phone bottles. Let's see. Is that everything? I think that's everything for now. We're gonna launch Battle.net. I've used it in competitive. I mean, I'm not gonna make any guarantees, but I'm comfortable using it in competitive. And Overwatch, you know, I'm currently Masters. I mean, I have no problem with it. I haven't had a problem with it. It does warn you about anti-cheat. But like I said, I've tested it out on multiple different accounts. I'm gonna hide my screen just because I don't want the password to leak accidentally, or even though I'll hide it, but just in case. Giving me a small issue. Let me see if I could fix that. 1 second. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's like not working for me. Wow, interesting. I have an idea of what's going on. So I might be missing some prerequisites files. Let me just install some more dependencies. Oh, I should have done that. I'm trolling. I'm missing dependencies. I literally had this in the description. Oh shoot, I lost all my tabs before. Fine. Yeah, it wasn't launching for me because I didn't go over dependencies. So you want to head over to Wine Dependencies, copy. And depending on what distribution you're using, it gives you the dependencies you need to run Battle.net. I clearly was missing some because the application was like not launching. And we want to install this. Copy and paste this, and let's see. It installed wine staging, but that doesn't really matter. Another thing that might give you more dependencies is Steam native or Steam native. Yeah, Steam native runtime. Nodal fonts. AMDVLK. Yeah, this gives you some more dependencies you probably need. And let's see what else. That's probably all the dependencies I need. I'm gonna hide my screen again and hope it launches properly. Okay, yeah, as you can see, I was just missing dependencies. It was literally crashing while I was trying to launch Battle.net. But now, you know, Battle.net is clearly working perfectly. Another thing that I did, I'll show you in a sec, is that I enabled theme native runtime. So while this works, I'm gonna install Overwatch. Also for better performance, I'm not gonna do this right now, but on game launch, exit Battle.net completely. You don't want it to run in the background. But I'm gonna keep that enabled for now because I'm gonna be quitting out the game just to change my graphic settings. Oh yeah, definitely. If you use it, like, I've had issues where Luchas, like the installer won't work multiple times. I've had crashes on Overwatch. A lot of times Battle.net won't even launch. Like, I have no idea why. I have to click cancel. Sometimes when it launches improperly, I like to run this command. Where is it? I have it in my description as well. I love Lutris. Like, it's really convenient for like your Steam integration and stuff like that. I've used it for a long time. I even used it like a couple days ago. I made a live stream using Lutris, but I'm having just too many issues with it, like not launching the game on every single time I want to. Like, Battle.net won't launch. Where is it? This link, the first link. And when it fails to launch, I have to keep on running this command. If not, it's gonna use a bunch of game mode clients running in the background, which I don't want. Where is it? Yeah, I gotta run kill all agent.exe, battle.net.exe, and wine server when it fails to run properly. I love Lutris because of the installer scripts, makes everything super simple, but Bottles has, you know, as you can see, basically native latency flex support, and I can use a Proton runner instead of the Lutris runner. I find the performance to be about the same either way, but I just find that 100% of the time Battle.net launches on Bottles compared to probably 20% of the time it launches on Bottles. I mean on Lutris. So we're about halfway through the download. This is not my main account, by the way, even though it shares my name, but I'm probably one of those people you hate. I have multiple accounts and I just smurf, dude. I don't know what to tell you. It gets hard, man. When you're high elo, our game gets too annoying. I assume so. Like, I don't see any reason why you couldn't. But at that point, is that game on Steam? I would just use Steam. Steam makes everything so like convenient. I don't even have Steam installed, but I can probably check. Field. Is it Bad Company 2? My friend loves that game. I never played it. He says it's the best Battlefield that ever was. But yeah, if you can get on Steam without Steam, I mean, let's see. You should be able to get any Windows games running on Bottles, because Bottles is just a wrapper for Wine, and Wine is just what is it called, a compatibility layer to allow you to run Windows applications. I've ran a lot of weird applications that are not clear, like they're not meant to run on Linux at all. Like this music visualizer that was just made for Windows that I really like. I made it run using Wine. I don't see why you couldn't, especially because you're using the Proton GE, the glorious Eggroll GE runner. It's literally made for gaming, and performance is great, as you will see. So the game installed. Let's see if NVIDIA Reflex is working. Not compatible graphics hardware found. What the? I've never seen that before. What does that even mean? Not compatible graphics hardware. What the fuck? Let me use Steam runtime. Enable that. Let me close out of bottles. Open up bottles. This is one minor bug. It just says update every time. There's no real actual update happening. You just click it and it lets you use it. What the fuck, bro? Now I'm a little bit confused. What? Maybe... Am I missing a graphics driver? I didn't install anything on this machine. I might be missing a graphics driver. No way. I have Mesa installed. Let me see. I'm actually gonna install Lutris, because Lutris tells you certain things. Let me see. You'll see. Exit. It'll give you an error warning. I am using Proton. I don't know if you saw me earlier. I'm using Proton. You can use different runners, but I'll show you in bottles. Let's see. Like if I create a new bottle, I don't know if I can show you on this one, can I? I don't know. New bottle, clear environment. I'm using Proton. Gee, glorious Eggroll Proton. I like his Proton. Another version? You can use as long as it works, you can use any version of Proton. I recommend the latest one, just because there's the most fixes available for like applications. Like it's better to go newer than older. It's rare that you would find an older version that works better than the newer one. Let me see. Go to my description again. Let me go to here. So far, it's not giving me any errors about my graphics drivers. I haven't had any before that tells me that I'm missing something. Go to the Arch wiki. We go to ATI maybe, or AMD GPU. You know, I have Mesa installed on all that. I literally checked it. Maybe I'm missing 32-bit versions of my drivers. For Vulkan support, Vulkan that's already on. I literally checked that. I do have Vulkan installed. I might have to set an environment variable. Specify my my graphics driver. By the way, I've only had issues with Lutris when I'm not using the LTS kernel. Lutris works perfectly if you're using Linux LTS, by the way. Anything else like Linux then? I don't know if I don't think I need that because that's like 2D acceleration for Xorg, but I'm using Wayland and it's not even 3D acceleration. I'll check if I have it installed though. I'm pretty sure I just have to set an environment variable to specify which driver I'm using. Yeah, I don't have it installed. Can't hurt to install it though. I know I have Vulkan that's already on. Let's see. Let me go to protondb.com. Let me go to, I don't know, Vulkan. Yeah, Vulkan on CD. I'll just set this environment variable, see if this works. Where is bottles? And let me go to here. I'm not gonna use the proprietary. I don't even have them installed. Let me open up another terminal. Okay. Let me just copy this again. Copy. Paste this in here. Let me copy this. Okay. So now I specified which graphics driver I'm using. And let's see, I can probably also enable radv. Where's radv? I specify radv. AMD Vulkan ICD equals radv. What is it called? Let's see. AMD underscore Vulkan or ICD radv. Okay. All these windows. Okay. Yeah, Steam Proton. Update. If this doesn't work, I will install what you said. Keep messing around. Yeah, I just need to specify the environment variables. Look at that. You should be able to see my screen. I usually have this set in my dot profile or bash profile. That's why it wasn't running. So here, I like to set my FPS to max, match my screen refresh rate, enable reduce buffering, lowest settings, even though I can handle higher, but I like having more FPS. I turn off anti-aliasing, low damage effects. NVIDIA Reflex is not showing up. I'm probably messing something up. I'll fix that in a sec. Display system clock. I like to show network latency as well as VRAM usage sometimes. Make sure you enable in gameplay, enable high precision mouse input. What else? In sound, I like to enable Dolby Atmos for my headphones. And you can see my pipeline counter is going up. I'm gonna install Go Overlay to move my DXV, my Mango HUD. You can see my pipeline counter go up. But yeah, we're just gonna check why NVIDIA Reflex is not showing, but the game runs perfectly already. Let me go to like something crazy that has a lot of effects. Only 2 players, come on. There we go, tiny Overwatch. You can see me play for a little bit, for like a minute, and I'll stop playing. Oh. So I can already tell, I think, that we do not have asynchronous shader compilation. See how it's stuttering a lot? Yeah, we do not have asynchronous shader compilation. So we're actually gonna patch Overwatch to have asynchronous shader compilation. Frame cap reduced input. Yes, it does actually. There's a great video that explains a lot better than I do. Because if you're, the long story short, if you're over 95% GPU usage or 99%, you get a lot of input lag. And if you have a frame rate limiter that gets you right under 90%, you have lower input lag. That doesn't matter. Let's look for, what is his name? Is it Battle Nonsense? Battle Nonsense is this guy. He's amazing. He explains this so well. Also use high DPI for mouse. I recommend it. Lower input, you get lower input lag with higher DPI. That's how I learned a lot of this. Low consistent input lag, the truth. It might be this video. I'm not gonna watch it here, but let's see if he shows like the graph, the frame rate limiter. More FPS equals less latency, system latency refresh. See. Limit. %40 input lag without AMD anti-lag, because that's a driver feature on. It goes over Battlefield input lag as well. So GPU load, 99% GPU load. You have 85 milliseconds on the high end. Your average is 71, but of input lag. But if you cap your FPS to get 75% to 80%, oh, this is anti-lag. Where's the frame rate cap? Without anti-lag and you just using an FPS limiter, you have the lowest input lag. But if you use anti-lag, you actually have more input lag. But if you just use regular, the frame limiter, to have lower GPU load, you get way lower, like literally almost half, from 71, well, let's just say 85 to 40. That's like almost half of input lag because of GPU load. Even though you're getting less FPS, because this is 85 without frame limit, but if you cap it to 60, you get half the input lag. I don't know about CPU. This just goes about GPU load. I'm not sure if the CPU percentage, I'm not sure if that matters. It probably does. Let me minimize this. Okay. What did I mess up in here? That I do not have NVIDIA Reflex working properly. We can go to, right, games now, Overwatch. Let's see. It's probably because I didn't specify Overwatch.exe. So let's go to File Manager. Doesn't really matter. I use the terminal. No. Another terminal, please. we're gonna go to local share bottles Overwatch, and we're gonna edit the dxvk.conf, and we're just gonna add this to specify. As well as where is it? We are going to patch to get asynchronous calls. DXVK async patch. Copy this again. So you want to go to releases, versions, download the tar.gz, and then open the folder. You extract it. I'm gonna extract it to downloads. I'm gonna show the files. Go inside of here. We're gonna open a terminal, and then we're gonna type export wine prefix all capitals equals your username local share bottles Overwatch, and yeah, that should be it. We're also gonna make this executable, the script, the setup.exe, setup underscore dxvk, I mean. So now we're gonna run the setup script and install afterwards. So now we have async data compilation. And what else? As well as, you don't have to do this, but I like to do this as I think it helps. I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, Epiphany, you're taking forever to load. Come on. Yeah, at that point, I'm just gonna open a new tab because you're taking so long to go back to the last tab. I like to set the number of threads. So where is it? Right here, dxvk. And I like to set it to my thread count. You should set it to half of your thread count, which is 12 in my case. But I find that my CPU can handle it at 24. So now we have async, but now we need to fix why is latency flex not working. Did I type something wrong? Or 9729. Or 9729. LFX equals 1. Let me put this on top. So we stay on top. Proton, enable MV API, 49729. Maybe, let me copy this one again. Maybe I put the equals in there. Can I make this bigger? It won't show me it. Okay, that's fine. And is Is everything in the right place? Let me go to... Drive C, Windows, System, 32, latency. Yeah, that's in the right place. Runners, Photon, lib64, wine, latency. Yeah, everything is in the right place. Hope I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't know. I didn't change anything besides the patching it. That's literally the whole point of this video, man. It's for learning. I know a lot of people like, you know, are not as autistic as me and read the documentation. But I have a lot of free time and knowledge, and I just want to share it, get it out there, you know? Update for no reason. There we go. Yeah, now it's compiling shaders pretty fast. Please just be here. Why aren't you there? Latency flex, you should be right here, buddy. I'm missing something for sure. I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm missing something for sure. But let's just go back into the game mode. Tiny Overwatch. No, okay. 500%. There we go. We got a lot of players in here. Chaotic game mode. Yeah, this is, for me, it's always smoother than before. I just feel like the pipelines are going up. That's your shaders that are compiled. What FPS am I getting? Yeah, I'm not using type art. Why is my FPS so low? Hold up. No, I think it's the screen sharing through. I'm not using type art for screen sharing. For what is it? Oh, not screen sharing. What's the name? For game capture. That's the thing I'm looking for. I'll enable that in a second in OBS. I actually have to reboot to enable that. Hopefully not. But we got rid of the shader compilation stutter, but now we need to lower input lag. Okay. What am I missing? You don't need to change that. I just do it anyways. Vulkan. I thought I enabled this. Why did that turn off? Game mode. I didn't enable game mode earlier. I should have enabled game mode. For better performance. I'm about to just delete a lot of these environment variables. I must have done something wrong. Without the equals. 49729. I should have been done already. Like this, I typed something wrong like always. 49729. Somewhere, somehow, I messed up and I didn't catch it. Now I'm paying the consequences. Wait, is this still running? The background? No, it's not. I thought I enabled this as well. Also, you wanna... Let me close out bottles. To get better performance, you wanna want to change this. Not control panel. What am I doing? Wine config. Disable CSMT. CSMT. I've tested the performance. You literally get worse FPS with CSMT enabled. And enable VA API. This might be it. Why it's not working. Actually, no. I'm not. Whatever. I'll enable it in case. Ignore this setting. I'm pretty sure that has nothing to do. I think this might have to do with like recording your highlights to play the game, stuff like that. I turn this off though. Allow window manager to decorate the window. Man, I don't know. Pipewire for audio has low latency, but as well it has capability of doing display capture. I'm using Pipewire for audio right now, but you can install OBS VK capture. I'll show you, but I can't use it right now because I gotta restart OBS, not in the stream. One word. Always type in S2. Yeah, you install this and then you can use game capture using through Pipewire, and you have like lower latency and less overhead. It's less laggy when you stream. I've literally streamed live with this, and it's like you barely notice any like impact. Like right now, I definitely noticed it when I was playing Overwatch. So, good tip if you want to get into streaming: use Pipewire for display capture using OBS VK capture. Man, I don't know where I messed up at, man. This is a problem. Oh, I'm a bot, dude. I know what I did wrong. I'm pretty sure I know what I did wrong. I gotta do this. Yeah. I gotta put this in my own wine directory. Yep, required for Proton reflex integration. Wow. I'll go over this in a sec. I need to get some water. I've been talking too much. Okay, I'm back. No, I'm just gonna download it again. Well, not. I already have it in my local share, but to make it in a more convenient location, I'm gonna download the tar.gz. Open. Extract this. Here. And then we're gonna have to move this. Where is it? Okay. Or wine.7 change to wherever. Or wait, no, I shouldn't have to do this. Do I? Yeah, for arch like this shows you need to copy. Yeah, to user lib. That was the problem. I don't have these files locally installed on my machine. So, let me go to my downloads directory. To latency flex, DD wine. Come on. Okay. Layer and latency wine to user lib, right? Yeah. You gotta run that as sudo. That's what I thought. That's what I did in the terminal. Type in your sudo password, and now we have it locally installed on our machine. Oh, Schlippy. I did this. Nope, don't do what I did. Do not do what I did. I am very sorry about that. I did the dumb right now. Sudo rm latency flex. Yeah. You want to copy the 32-bit one inside of here. So we're gonna go back into downloads, flip. Come on, ls cd to latency flex. You're gonna go to the Unix one and copy that one over. Sudo copy latency flex to user lib. So you make sure you're in the Unix one. In x86_64-Unix. Okay. Let me go inside of here as well. And I think you gotta copy this file over. Yeah, I don't have that file copied over. Lippy. So sudo, do I need to use sudo? Is it copy, download, latency flex. Wine. Wait, no, is it wine? What is it called? Layer. We need to go to layer. Layer. Yep. Omitting directory. Recursive. Wait, no way. Okay. Sudo. So I literally just copied this file, the latencyflex.json inside the implicit underscore layer .d to this directory. Use share Vulkan implicit layer .d. Okay. So I installed this. Do I need to do this for lib64? I don't think so. Oh yeah, he says it here too. Okay. Make sure you copy this and this over. I think that's it. Now that we have it locally installed on our system, let me hide this. I probably lost you there. If you have any questions, just let me know, man. I'm sorry, but I know it's kind of confusing, but you gotta follow the guide to the letter, or shit's not gonna work. I'm trying to do this in one run. That's why I did it in a live stream, because if I try to do this in a video, I would probably record it 30 times over. And this helps me organize for a later video. So now that latency flex is locally installed, I think we should have latency flex working. Update again for no reason. I'm definitely missing something again. How is that even possible? Is this a directory inside my machine? Yeah, it's not a directory. Find latency. ls grep latency. Yeah, that is property there. /cd/user share Vulkan. Yeah, latency flex is there. I'm gonna try to edit the file. Library path. Yeah, that's not right. We gotta update the library path. It was because this directory does not exist in my machine. I gotta copy it over to where it is. I think it might be it. Okay, because it did say update the path. I didn't really believe them. And additionally, update the path specified. Let me close out of bottles. Okay, please. Third time's the charm. You should only have to do that step one time, by the way. And then you can just do this, like install it per game. I'm about to go crazy. Latency flex, you're giving me a really hard time today. -E for editor. Dude, I literally checked that that file is there. Did I copy the right file over? Let me check. run this command again. Latency layered. I copied the wrong one over. I copied latency flex underscore layer. That's so. Oh, that is the right one. Man. Release artifacts. User lib wine. Runners. No. I'm missing something. Where? Yeah, I did that. For Proton, copy env into. I wonder if I need to do that. I probably had to do that. ed into dash user lib 64. Wine. This is probably the problem as well. Okay. Yeah, we need to go. We need to go into MB API. Yeah, MB API, that's okay. We're gonna sudo copy MB API 64 .dll / user lib 64. Make sure it's for wine. For Proton, yeah, we gotta copy this file over. Oh, we gotta make a directory. Oh my. User lib 64. Sudo make directory called wine. Oh no, sudo rm, not wine. MB API. And move this file inside the MB API. So now we have MB API locally installed as well. Path is wrong? No, it's just I'm not following the steps. I should have read it beforehand. Yeah, make sure you're following the latency flex guide to the letter, because I clearly followed the steps out of order. And hopefully, we have everything installed now on our system. That should be installed. Wish me luck, man. This really should be it. If this doesn't work, man, I'm about to give up. Bro, I don't know. Got some more reading to do. I got some more reading to do. Maybe we need to copy the 32-bit version over. So I have this here. Going back to the previous directory. X32. Okay. Sudo copy to /user regular lib wine cd /user lib wine. Now move this. Okay, sudo make directory mb api. A file exists. Excuse me. Oh my god, I messed up. I copied the 64-bit one into the 32-bit one. I need to copy this into the 64-bit one. Sudo move mb api 64 to /user lib 64 wine. Oh, it's already there. Sudo rm user lib 64. This is the directory I'm in. cd mb api. And yeah, I copied the 32-bit one into the 64-bit version, right? Or am I trolling? Yeah. Okay. Sudo copy. Wow, this is annoying. Sudo copy. Local share bottles runners mb api. x64. Okay. Yeah, I had it the wrong way around, I'm pretty sure. I had the 64 where the 32 is at, and the 32 where the 64 is at. How did I even do that? I'm just gonna keep this open just in case. Still not working. Oh my. Local share leeches. I shouldn't have to do this, but I might enable this environment variable. Because I'm using Proton. I literally did this yesterday, man. Let's see. Bottles. Enable this environment variable. Yeah, something is definitely wrong. I really don't think that's gonna fix it either. Like, it should have worked. Like, for an extra measure, I'm just gonna copy some files over to this here as well. The latency flex into here. I wish I had tmux working, because that'll make it easier. Use the lib wine. So we're gonna copy the latency flex x8664-windows inside of our local user lib wine. So now we have latency flex, both of them in here. Go back to our download directory, move the Unix one, copy this one over to user lib wine-unix latency flex layer right here. fuck? lib32. Wine. Don't tell me I've been trolling this whole time. This is where 32-bit binaries are run. In the API. Oh my. lib32 are, so lib64 and lib are the same thing. There's what's the word for them? Dynamically linked, I think is the word for them. They literally are the same thing, the same directory. And I've been fussing around thinking that this is 32-bit and this is 64-bit. But this is actually 32-bit. Yeah. Usually wine. Yeah, I'm missing this one. I gotta copy over the 32-bit now. So go back to the downloads. Oh, it's not downloads. We gotta go back to local share bottles, MB API, the 32-bit one, and copy that over to lib32. Right? Where I just saw it. Where the freak is it? Where's lib32 at? What is going on? Oh, user lib32. There we are. Use the lib32 one. Okay. Wish me luck again. Where is the lib32? It was a /user lib32. I was looking for it in my regular home directory. Like, can I type it here? Slash. I was looking for it here. You can only see lib and lib64, but you gotta go to /user lib32, and then wine. Where's wine? Wine. MB API DLL. I do not know what is going on. I did everything perfectly. There's nothing else. What else can I do? Oh man. NB API. Yeah, that's there. NV API, latency. I'm about to literally delete the bottle. I'm literally about to delete the bottle. I don't think I'm missing anything. What could I possibly be missing? For Proton and certain distros, you also need lib to lib64 copy the following files. I did copy them. I thought I just checked. I'm just double checking everything. Let me just make sure my dxvk.conf is properly working. So let me go to my games directory. I need to copy this over real quick. And what the flip? For some reason it's running this. And then, okay. What we're gonna do is test out if our, I'm gonna show you what it is. I think I wrote this wrong. Let's disable for a second this environment variable. Pipelines, the dxvk.hud. We're gonna use, okay. I'll show you what I mean. If this doesn't show the pipeline number in the top left, it means I typed something wrong. It's not bottles. Bottles always, everything's working fine. It's something that I did wrong. I just don't know where I went wrong. I feel like I typed something wrong somewhere. We're gonna check in the top left. If there's a pipeline number, then everything's right. If there's not, there is a pipeline number. Okay. Maybe my bottles are just messed up. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete the bottle. I'm gonna do it again. The only thing that I'm gonna save is the Overwatch game. so I don't have to re-download Overwatch. I don't know what I did wrong. I might have to reboot, to be honest. I'm about to reboot. I think that might be it as well. I'm gonna delete the bottle. So before I do that, let me move my Overwatch download. We're just gonna move this into the local share. Okay, I moved it, and now what we're gonna do is just delete this bottle. And then I'm gonna use the bathroom, and then I'm gonna create a new bottle while I use the bathroom. Clear. I should have backed up some other things. It's whatever. I used to really have to go. Baby. Okay. So the bottles ran. We're gonna run the installer. Where's my phone? It doesn't matter. Close out of this. Okay, perfect. Go back into bottles. Okay, we're gonna go to preferences. Enable MV API. Latency flex. Turn this off unless you're using a laptop. You don't need to use a discrete GPU. Utext 2 for sync. Steam runtime doesn't hurt anything. If anything, it helps small bugs that you might get. Reduce pulse audio latency. Mango HUD, the FPS counter. Close out of bottles, go back in. Not letting me change something I don't want to change. Utilities. Wine config. Staging. Disable CSMT. Disable Windows decorations. Click apply and OK. We're gonna go and add a bunch of environment variables, which I should have saved in a screenshot or something. Where is my browser? I need a new web page. AMD Vulkan ICD equals rad v, all capitals. ICD, Vulkan LCD file names. CD into here. Radeon ICD. Control Shift V to copy from the terminal. Control V, I mean. We're gonna need latency flex. Proton enable MV API. Equals 1. Check mark. DXVK gyro version. $49729. Click check mark. DXVK allow other drivers. Equals 1. LFX, all capitals, equals 1. DXVK underscore async equal to 1. We're gonna go to our downloads, export wine prefix. Home, your user, the local, share. Bottles, Overwatch. Install that. Very nice. Now we have async. We're gonna add the dxvk.conf as an environment variable. dxvk underscore config underscore file, all capital, slash home user local share bottles Overwatch dxvk.conf. Okay, now that we did that, we're gonna edit our dxvk.conf. Local share bottles Overwatch. Let's open up a new tab and go to our games that we have. I'm just gonna be using the config from Lutris. Copy these two over. Oh. I think I just gotta type it out. It's not working. dxvk HUD, and we're gonna be using the pipelines HUD. exvk async all of GitHub, or if copy this. Okay. Number of async threads. Mine is 24. Doesn't matter the order. I like to just change the order. We need to add this line right here. Okay, now we're gonna move Overwatch back to its original location. So we had moved it to our local share. Overwatch, we're gonna cut bottles, Overwatch, drive C, program files x86, paste. Bottles. I'm gonna log in. I did too much. Yep. How could it be? This is why it's a pain to reinstall Arch Linux, man. So much things you gotta do that's already set up for you in your old distribution that you did. Okay, I'm gonna hide the user login again. My screen, there we are. Gonna try to detect games that I have installed. I found it. Click X. We're gonna exit out because we're not done with the installation. Go to our file manager. Local share bottles. Actually, I think we are technically done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Now I'm getting kind of curious if I need to put it also in lib. User lib, wine. I shouldn't have to. I'll probably try that anyways. I can call, there's some files inside of the latency flex. Wait, is this the one I need to copy over? No way. Sudo copy. Slash user lib. Wine. No, just user lib, right? I doubt they're still here. It got real boring real quick. I'm just checking. Yeah. Slash user lib. You're still here. Oh, dude, you're amazing. I think I copied the wrong latency flex solver. I should have gone to the one that the GitHub page said, which is x86_64. That's why I wasn't talking as much. Dash GNU. I copied this one over to slash user slash lib. I'll go over all the steps when I'm done getting it working. Yeah, I know, like, this is super confusing. I literally will go over one by one. I think you're just in it to see if I succeed or fail, man. Oh, would you take a look at that? Would you take a look at that? Emitter reflex. Reduce buffering, turn that on. Gameplay. Make sure you have enable high precision mouse input. There we go. It was literally my fault the whole time. Dolby Atmos, turn that on for better spatial awareness. And like the esports professionals, always play on low. I'm even turning off FXAA. Turn off render scale automatic. Make sure it's 100, not over 100, because you get lower FPS. Set your FPS 360. Enable so you can see your ping inside the game. Network latency. System clock, just because I like it. And custom FPS 259. Apply. There we go. Fantastic. Oh man, I didn't give up. So I'm gonna go read the page for you real quick and tell you exactly what I did. Real quick. I'm sure you've seen it live. Well, you did see it live. So basically, if you're on Arch, you want to go over inside. When you download, you go here to the GitHub page, Latency Flex. Go to releases. You download Latency Flex tar. You extract that using whatever archive manager you want to use. Inside of there, you want to go to when you extract it, inside the folder that you just downloaded and extracted, use your lib. Make sure it's x86-64 linux-gnu, and copy that file to /user/lib. And as well as inside of the latency flex that you just downloaded, you want to copy the latencyflex.json, which is inside, user share Vulkan, blah blah, to literally the same location inside your system, /user share Vulkan, and place the latencyflex.json. As well as you're making sure that inside of the drive C, inside of whatever bottle you're using, inside of like system32, that you have latencyflex_.dll, both of them DLLs in there. And then in your runner, whatever you're using, Lutris or bottles, you make sure that you copy these same files over to the same locations, which is like /user/lib inside of the runner 64, and then inside, yeah, it says it here, /user/lib wine, and you're gonna see the same folder structure, x86_64. If it says like i386, that's like 32-bit. Don't mess around with that. Make sure it says x86_64-windows instead of the i386, and you copy these files over. They should already be there if you're using bottles. It makes it a bit easier. And same thing for the Unix folder. Make sure it's the .so when it's inside of the Unix folder, the .so, not the .dlls. But like I said, it should already be inside the runner. Okay, so now we got through with that. Let's add some kernel parameters to make Linux even faster than it is already. Which we're gonna go to my description, and we're gonna go to, where is it? Did I not add it here? Chris Titus Tech. I swear I added it. It's not here. I'll look it up and I'll add it to the description. But Chris Titus, make Linux fast. I swore I added this before, but I guess I didn't. Linux fast. So now that should be in the description. So if you're using grub, which most people are, you want to go and edit with using sudo, your favorite editor, /etc default grub. And inside of the line, you will see, well, inside of the file, you will see grub command line Linux. Inside the quotation marks, you want to add RHGB and quiet, as well as mitigations off. What mitigations off does is disable some security mitigations that are used for server grade Linux. Since you're not running your Linux distribution as a server, you don't need these mitigations turned on. You're running it as a desktop, not a server. And you can get some performance gains in benchmarks, CPU benchmarks, as large as 30%, but on average is about 10%. Since I'm using system deboot, I'm gonna have to add that to a different location on my system. For me, it's in /boot loader entries arch, linux.conf. And inside of my options, all the way at the end, I can add this. there's still some other things you can add. So if you have less than 16 gigabytes of RAM, you can enable Z swap. But don't worry about it if you have 32 gig RAM or more. Right now I do have 32 gigs of RAM, but I don't have it installed currently at the moment because I can't reach the same DDR4 memory clocks as I can with 16. It's just not stable at 32. ZRAM swap, or Z swap is supposed to be faster than regular Linux swap. That's at least my understanding. And if you're using an older Linux kernel, to turn off mitigations, you're gonna have to copy and paste this. There's also another nice article, make Linux faster link, and I'll also copy and paste this one in the description down below. Some of it's outdated, don't follow this to the letter. I'll just show you whatever is useful. You're on Garuda. Yeah, you're using Grub then. Garuda is great for gamers. I love Garuda. It's so beautiful. Right now my distribution is so ugly because I have just the default GNOME. I never use default GNOME. I use, however, it has a bunch of extensions going. So inside of here, we have some more parameters. So this is gonna file system check. We're gonna skip that every time you boot up to make booting up faster. We're gonna add that in there. And we're gonna turn log level off. We already have quiet. I'm gonna have to delete that. Is this one word? I can't tell. Yeah, it was one word. I gotta put a space. Delete quiet. Log level 0. This is for your logs, like systemd, which are, the root of Linux uses. Logs a lot of things. Like whenever you boot up your system, this shows a lot of green text. I don't know if it has it turned off already in Garuda, but that turns it off, I'm pretty sure, as well as quiet. Or this might be for your watchdog, which we're not really gonna get into, but we're gonna turn off watchdog as well. No watchdog. This is for journaling purposes. The watchdog watches for any errors and reports it back to your system. So it basically turns off error reporting. I don't really run into kernel errors or shit like that, or I don't have problems booting up my system. But if you're having problems booting up, you can chroot into your system and turn off the watchdog and then boot up again. And if you have multiple drives or SSDs, this option right here, libahci ignored SSS, boots all your drives and SSD at the same time instead of powering them separately. It powers them all at once. So I added that to my kernel parameter. So we boot all the drives at once, we'll power them. This can, this obviously has implications of power spikes whenever you turn on your PC, but I don't really see that as an issue. I just read it somewhere. Just be warned with the setting. I don't know, for some reason. So as well as we're gonna turn off journaling and /etc, I think journal D or systemd journal. I don't know. It goes in. I'll look for it in the article. It tells you how to do some of the optimizations. Where is journal? Right here. etc systemd. We're gonna edit with sudo /etc system journal conf. Excuse me? Oh, journaled.conf. And we're just gonna set this to none. This should already be turned off because of the watchdog, but just double make sure. I recommend preload. I don't like having a lot of services enabled. Sudo pacman-s preload systemctl enable --now preload. This basically takes your commonly used applications and it stores whatever libraries that it needs to run. Like as soon as you boot up your system, it loads them into your system RAM, so you have faster boot up speeds for commonly used applications, like launch speeds of applications. What I recommend is IRQ balance. So this basically, it distributes system interrupts throughout all the core/threads on your system. So not one core will be overloaded, and you will notice hiccups a lot less, like less hiccups. Systems ctl enable --now RIQ balance the service. I also recommend, I think Garuda already has this installed, which is no hang. So whenever you run out of low, like your RAM, it's low system memory, you can enable no hang, also a daemon or service. So make sure that it locks important files, like the base system that needs to run. Like it won't crash your base system whenever you're running out of memory. Like normally on Linux, nothing really has like a prior, like that's not necessarily true. Some things that are needed to run your operating system that are really important, they are often killed by your operating system, so it makes memory for whatever you're doing when you run out of memory. And the no hang locks really important things that are running to keep your operating system alive and gives them a priority that they can't be killed whenever you're running out of memory. But I like using low memory, like the GNOME low memory. I think it's called low memory. I forget what it's called. I use GNOME low memory. Oh, Anansi. Anansi is good as well. And pre-lock is the same thing, like what I was saying earlier. That locks memory mapped binaries and libraries in memory, improve system responsiveness under low memory conditions. You can use either no hang pre-locked or the one I'm looking for right now. Yeah, you see no hang is here. Where is the GNOME one though? Specifically made for GNOME desktops. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna enable it. I'm not doing like any rendering or video editing. I'm not gonna run out of memory. If I am, I know I'll make sure to turn it on. Also, if you're on Intel, I personally, like I'm on Intel, but I'm using an Intel, what is it called? A certain version of the CPU that does not have the integrated GPU, the iGPU inside the Intel processor. So I don't need this, but this helps whenever you're decoding. Let's say like, let's say if you're, for example, either your graphics card or your CPU can be used to decode video. So if you're watching YouTube at a 4K, this can probably help you increase performance in decoding when you're watching videos in VLC. I think, and even in like YouTube, you can install these files and automatically does that for you. What else? Oh, this is important. I like this. So this is all like Garuda has a lot of optimizations. This also might be in your system. Make sure that you're using the right input-output schedulers, IO schedulers, depending if you're using a hard drive, SSD. You just make this file in your system, like you add rules and it automatically detects if you're using SSD, NVMe, or hard drive disk, and it uses the right input-output scheduler. And you add these rules. I don't have these rules installed. Terminal cd/etc udev rules. We're gonna touch this file to create it. 60-io. Yeah, I think I just copied it, right? Yeah, there we go. And then we're gonna edit it. And we're gonna copy all of this in here. And you can test if it's using it by running this command. Okay. Also, if you want to compile your own kernel, use these flags or to help your kernel be more optimized. I don't compile my own kernel like this. I just use the builds from the AUR. Anything else that's important? Oh, this is also prevents modules to be loaded on boot up that you don't use. I personally don't use a lot of these modules. I'm gonna enable them so they're not loaded into my system every time I boot. So we're gonna cd/etc. Let me check chat. Garuda has performance tweak RQ Fantasy. Yeah. And Anansi is really good. I use Anansi. I'm gonna install Anansi actually while I do this. Uh-huh. 5 and 6. Okay. Yeah, I was pretty sure. 'Cause I used it a long time ago, like when it first came out. And even back then, it had those like installed. But while that runs, let me get another terminal. We're gonna cd to /etc mod probe d, and let's touch or create a blacklist conf, and we are gonna edit this blacklist conf. And we're gonna copy all of this and paste it in here. Except I use an iPhone and I would like to read files off of it, so I disable that. Let's see. And I use a webcam sometimes, so I don't want to disable either one of these two on the bottom. And I'm gonna save this file because I don't use the watchdog. I don't have motherboard speakers. I don't have anything that uses like I don't plug in with a joystick. And you know, XOW, like XOW, the wireless driver for Xbox, does not need to have this enabled. Even wired works even when you turn this off for some reason, wired controllers. No one uses the PS2 mouse anymore, so you don't need that to load on your system. This will all be applied when you reboot for the most part. Let's see, is this done? Okay, system, PTL, enable. Now Anansi. There we go. Okay, I'm actually gonna go into my entries, my bootloader. So this would be like grub, and I'm gonna add a new entry. Sudo copy to Linux LTS pkg bmq.conf. Oh, sorry. Okay, we're gonna. And I'm gonna edit this with the difference that now I'm gonna change Linux into Linux pkg. Why can't I see the preview? Oh, that's why. Linux/pkg, not Linux pkg LTS bmq bmq. I'm gonna verify that that is the file name itself /boot. It is Linux LTS. Yep, pkg bmq. Alrighty. So now I made that. I'm gonna give it a name, title. I already fixed the name. Perfect. Created by. I don't need to. I guess by me. I'm not gonna change that. I don't even need these comments. Alrighty. So when I reboot, I'll be using my custom kernel. And I think that's most of the optimizations so far. So now let's go and play for a couple minutes. I think, am I missing something? I know I'm missing, there's a lot of optimizations you can do on Linux. Oh yes, DRI conf. So now we're gonna install DRI conf to disable VBank mode. Some other optimizations. This is the AMD settings that you wanted to know about, that you want to like me to upload. You can install DRI conf, and some of these aren't the ones that I went over earlier, but these are some other ones for DRI. Okay. DRI. By the way, I need to remove that software. Draw. Let me delete this. I'm not going to use this application ever again. Okay, inside of DRI conf, we're going to go to default, and we're going to disable error checking. Adapt the monitor sync to the application. I think that's for VRR or AMD FreeSync or NVIDIA G-Sync. I don't think I need that. I'm not going to use that even though my monitor uses it. This is a improves performance. I don't know what it is. I'm going to turn that on. Commutative added blending optimization. It's an optimization. It may cause rendering errors, but I'm turning that on. I've done it before. I don't really have any issues. I save it. And inside of debugging, I think I'm gonna leave all of this turned off for the most part. Right? You can go through this and take your time with it, but I'll just leave it off for me. Okay. Now, where is it? DRI level. Yeah, we're gonna copy this over because I wanna this is called KMS, kernel mode setting. So we're gonna add this rule into our xorg directory. cd/etc x11 xorg nothing, and we're gonna, you know it already, touch amdgpu.com. I think the Radeon, I prefer the Radeon. Like, no, I used AMD GPU for the longest, but I want to try out Radeon. This might be here. I'll look it up real quick. Radeon. Yeah, early KMS kernel mode setting. Oh yeah, I did that earlier. I forgot. You can also, I'm gonna show you what else you can do. I already enabled this by default. I had this confused. This is what early KMS is. Before I do this, I'm gonna open up another terminal. I've noticed slight faster boot speed with this. So you want to edit /etc mk init pcio.conf, and your modules, if the open source driver is already working, and make sure like you run games with it, it should be enough to run your display as well, like using early kernel mode setting. So you just want to add AMD GPU into your modules. You save this, and then when you're done, you do sudo mkinit pcio -p for preset Linux, whatever the name of your kernel is. You can be Linux Zen or Linux. For me, it's just regular Linux, and this rebuilds your kernel modules. So So I didn't change anything. That's why I built really quickly. But I've noticed that I boot up slightly faster when you enable early kernel mode setting. What else? No, ATI. Radeon. Yeah, ATI. XOR configuration. We are basically gonna copy. Where is it? Oh yeah, we're gonna add this other way. I'm gonna add that to my YouTube. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Reduce DRI latency. We're gonna turn off VBlank mode for all applications. You can do this with just an environment variable, but I like doing it in my DRI conf. So once you install the ADRI conf, you should have a new file in your home directory called DRI-RC. And all we're gonna do is just add this option that we copied. And turn off VBlank mode universally for all applications. Well, for this profile, for your user only, I mean, when you log in. Okay. I don't know if you were here for this, but you can also create this file in your /etc temp files directory. And it automatically sets your kernel to be more responsive. I went over that already. What else? I don't think I'm really missing anything. Should I disable Mesa GL thread? No, that should be turned on, but don't mess with that. That should already be enabled by default, and applications will complain to you that you changed the value of that. Like, I forgot which one. You literally just don't touch it. Like, how can I change my mouse to 1000 hertz? What mouse are you using? And does it? Yeah, just tell me what mouse you're using and I'll check if it supports 1000 hertz. And if it does, I'll teach you how to change it. That brings me into solar, actually. I'm using a Logitech mouse. Oh, cancel. So I'm gonna install solar to adjust my DPI. And my, what is that called? Yeah. I forgot what it's called. Solar with 2 A's, R. Razer Viper Mini. Okay, so you can install, I forgot what it's called. Razer Control Center. I'll look it up for you real quick. So google.com, I think open Razer, something like that. Else it works. Yeah, open Razer. You want to install open Razer. Yeah. Mouse. Razer mice. GI application. So what you want to do is, long story short, I've done this a long time ago. I'm not going to go into full depth on how to do this, but you want to do this first. You want to sudo add your user. Literally, you can type this in as long as you're using bash. And if you're not using bash, it might just work with your whatever you're using, like a whatever is that called kernel? I forgot what it's called. I really forgot what it's called. It's not called, it's not a kernel, it's your shell. If you're not using bash, just type in bash and then you go into the bash shell. And then you can type this in and then you log out, log back in, and now you're in the plug dev group. You can check what groups you are in by just typing groups. I'm only in these two groups. Let me drink some water. And let's see. I don't know if I used to use OpenRazor. I used to use something else, but yeah, you can install OpenRazor, the meta package from, looks like from the AUR. Let's see how does OpenRazor meta look like. They should show you how it looks like. Where's a picture for it? Daemon. I think you gotta enable it with systemctl enable, by the way, as well. I would say just look into it. Like I said, I'm not gonna get too big into it, but you can change it. I've done it before. You gotta install OpenRazor and a GUI application. Like I think not just OpenRazor by itself doesn't do anything. You gotta install something else with it too. Another Razor thing. Let me see. Software Razor. I used to use I think Razor Commander is what I used. Yeah. Pretty sure I used Razor Commander. Nah, it wasn't Razor Commander. But you can use it to control Razor, like Razor devices. I forgot what I used. Razor, maybe configuration? No, I don't think I use Razor configure. I use something, man. They both work. Like a bunch of applications work to change your DPI and stuff. For Razor, I've done it before. Razor CFG, same thing. Razor Genie, I think this has to be it. Yeah, I used to use Razor Genie. Look at that. You can change your DPI, your polling rate. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, install first, before you install Razor Genie, you gotta install OpenRazor. Because Genie uses OpenRazor's daemon to communicate with your mouse. This is just the GUI wrapper that controls basically OpenRazor. So I'll say look into it, but you should have a pretty easy time. But absolutely make sure, like I said before, that you add your user to plug dev. If you're not plug dev, nothing will work. Yeah, no problem, man. Okay, what was I doing before? I was making these rules. I was installing Solar. Let me go to github.com. Do I gotta change anything to? I'm sure it just doesn't work like that, does it? Can I just run Solar and it works? I doubt it. You don't have permission. Yeah, I have to make rules. Where are the rules? For Logitech mouse. Wow, I'm definitely missing something here. This is not telling me. Let me look up something for you though real quick and see if I can find Open Razor on GitHub. These are the devices that it supports. I don't think it says anything about how to install it though. Obviously you install it using your packet manager, but yeah, if you have a troubleshooting wiki here. Oh, you also need to install DKMS as a package. You should already have that on GUI, I'm pretty sure. Make sure you install DKMS. And make sure you have kernel headers. So whatever kernel you're using, make sure you have its headers, or this won't work either. And it has to be the same kernel, like the kernel headers has to be for the same version of kernel that you have. It can't be a different version. Your kernel headers and your kernel have to be the same version. Yeah, with this I gotta make some rules, but it's not telling me about the rules, the solar rules. It might be here somewhere. I've done it before. The rules page. Okay. No, no way. I don't know. Oh, I think I've gotta be. I probably have to add my user to a group and log out, log back in. I probably don't have the right permissions to use Solar properly. I can run Solar as sudo and obviously like that would work, but I don't want to do that. I just want to be able to use Solar like I used to. I probably /etc, right? And then you can cat groups. Excuse me? You pipe that into less. So now you can see all the groups on your system, but I probably have to add mine to, I don't remember. Maybe plug dev as well. No, input, probably input. Yeah. I'll check later. I'll get Solar to work later, doesn't matter. I still want to add my GPU rules inside of here. You can check chat. I have TKG PDS. Yeah, I used to use PDS as well. That's good. Okay. Yeah, but make sure you have this headers though, so you can check using your command, the terminal. I think you can do pacman-q linux. Excuse me. Linux star. Grep Linux. Okay. Yeah. Do this command, pacman-q grep Linux. Or you can do Linux in your case would be, what would it be? TKG. You just type TKG. Mine for me is LTS TKG, but you get it. And then you see if the headers match the kernel. Okay, back to my XOR configuration. Where is it? Oh, I gotta go to Radeon. That's what it is. Wiki, Radeon. Where is it? No, not Radeon. AMD GPU. Okay, copy this. You're gonna copy this and paste that in here, as well as add DRI level 3 to here. I like having page flipping on, but tear free off. Let me just change this to Radeon. Change word, Radeon, lowercase. You could also change your, what is it called? Your VBlank mode here, which I'm not gonna do. That should be enough. None of this is gonna be applied until I relog or reboot. Just good things to have. Also, if you're playing an indie game and you get insanely high FPS and you don't have VSync on, even if you have VSync on sometimes, you will crash. So you need to enable. Add this to your /etc default grub command line options. Only if you experience crashing with really high FPS. Turn off dynamic power management, DPM. I turn it off only because I play some indie games that have insanely high FPS and I do crash. Now we're gonna go into overclocking the GPU. I'm gonna try using actually, fuck it. I'm gonna try the hard way first, but I'm gonna show the easy way. Okay, I'll show the easy way first. We're gonna install core control, core CTRL. If this doesn't work, I'll just I have water cooling. I don't care about ventilation control. Performance advanced. GPU max, memory max. It's not showing me the same options as it did before, which is interesting. That's why I have reason to believe it's not gonna work. But here you can change your performance scaling to performance. Oh, this is what I didn't want to do. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna use point control. It makes some additional files that I don't want to add. If I had to apply, I would have saved these files, I'm pretty sure. I hope it didn't create them already. I don't think so. I'm just not even gonna touch the settings. I'm gonna use AMD GPU clocks. Paru AMD GPU clocks, which is a daemon that runs in the background, and make sure that you're having the clocks that you set. Because for me, core control doesn't work in setting my clocks properly. So we're gonna go to GitHub. AMD GPU clock. We're gonna add this in here. Overclock AMD GPU. And we are gonna create a file. We're gonna do two things. This is not gonna work until I reboot because we need to. Yeah, we need to add this. Which one should I use? Not sure. I don't think it matters. We need to add this into your command line options to be able to overclock. So we're gonna go edit the file. Why is it not showing me? Wow. You want to add this to the end. Save that. Kernel boot option will do the trick. So whatever I'm doing now is not going to work until I reboot, but it's still good to have. Now we're going to cd to /etc default, and then we're going to create this. If you have one graphics card, which not most people do, this is going to be card 0. If you have 2, it's probably going to be card 1. We're going to touch, create the file. Make sure it's card 0, not X. Change the X from here to 0. And we're going to edit this file. I'm using Navi. If you're using a Polaris card, you want to use a configuration file that looks like this. Do not copy and paste this unless you have the exact same card this guy is using. Be really careful when editing this. You can literally destroy your shit. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Shit will fucking blow up, bro. Oh, maybe not blow up, but I know what I'm doing. Just be really careful, bro. Like the things that I'm gonna set. Yeah, no, I know these by. I used to know them by heart. Let's see if I still remember. You can find out these values by core control, by the way. Good values to use. Actually, I'm gonna put 6. $24.50 megahertz at 1000 millivolts. $620 at 1000 millivolts. Okay, microwatts, I forgot what the conversion is. Microwatts to like watts to microwatts. Is it like 1000 times more? Like, what would this be? I'll just do the conversion. For example, if you have 100, how about 10? 1? Why is it so large? I want to run my GPU at 380 watts. I know it can handle it. This is insanely high. It will never really use this power. I know it can handle it. I've done it before. Actually, no. Let's be on the safe side. 350. It's not even going to use that much either. We're going to copy this value. Okay. So we're gonna do system, CTL, enable. It's not gonna enable it now because I didn't put the dash now option in there. When I reboot, it'll be enabled and my overclocking will be applied. So that's probably why I'm not getting the performance that I should have got. And let me install Go Overlay. overlay to change my Mango HUD configuration to update my system. So you can, I want to change my Mango HUD overlay so you can see what my clocks are. And that's probably why I'm getting low FPS, because it's not using the right GPU clocks. But I set them manually, so now I should be using the right GPU clocks on my AMD card. I'm gonna reboot anyways. How do you change fan speed? You can change that using core control. I gotta use the bathroom real quick though, BRB. I'll probably get into it a little bit more. Okay, I'm back. I should go. Have a good day. See you later. Alrighty, man. Well, good luck to you. Hope this helped you out a lot. Figuring out the fans and what is it called? In core control is pretty easy. It's just some sliders. See you around though. Alrighty. And now we set all of that. What were we working on before? Yeah, I had my AMD GPU clocks. Let me just check Overwatch and it should be it. Oh, go overlay. Go overlay. Okay. Yeah, no problem, man. I try to go live maybe once a week. Or twice a week. So far I've gone live twice this week. This is only my second video ever on like YouTube in a couple years. I'm gonna try to like probably make this all into separate videos because no one's gonna watch like a fucking 3-hour long video unless they're here for it and they get interactive like you did. I'll try to split these topics up, help the newbies, people that don't know, share my knowledge. I wanna add. Where is it? Oh, you can add game mode? Are there like some default layouts? No. No, I don't want FPS limit. Classic mode. Ultra dark theme. Rounded corners, obviously. Position top right. Simple white. Old afterburner. I'm not seeing anything until I AMD. Let me save. I don't see anything changing. Yeah, core frequency is what I want for my GPU, and memory frequency, as well as the temperature. And same thing for my CPU. Load, obviously load is important. Why isn't it updating? Oh, graphs, there we go. Oh no, not graphs. I gotta close and turn it on again. Overlay. Yeah, there we go. Oh, nice. Yeah, the model. Where's the model here? RAM. GPU's on top. Nope, that's a problem. That is not how it should be. Just reload this. Yeah. Can I just delete this at this point? I feel like deleting it. Yeah. Try this again. This should be backwards. AMD plus Radeon. Nope. If that doesn't fix it, it's not gonna fix it. cd.config. cd mango HUD. Let's just delete this. Okay. Load by core. Might be useful, but I don't really care about that. Can we show the model though? I swear I had the model before. And this is backwards. This is not what I had before. Whatever. I'm just gonna copy it at this point. Okay. No, I don't think it was that one. I think it was this one, right? Home, Zeus, config, Mango Hut. I don't think I have Mango Hut. Oh, there we are. I should have had it. Copy. 2. .config. Hope it has the right permissions. If not, I'll just do the use and fix the permissions. Mango Hut. ABCD. Properties. Permissions. Whatever. Okay, I can't edit it. It is my file, which is fine. Perfect. Overlay. There we go. Well, it's the same thing. I never noticed though. GPU on top, CPU on bottom. Why does it look so weird though to me? There we go. That looks way better. I don't want until you see the RAM though. Did I? Okay. Complete. Oh, that's way too much. Way too much, buddy. Core Freak. And the model. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Okay. Alrighty. I guess I'm gonna stop the live now. It's pretty much everything. That is pretty much everything.